Kenny, you had a career high in passing yards today with 383. Well, I actually ended up with more than that on the last pass, I think over 400. What did you see out there that was letting you throw the ball a little bit more? You got down the field, especially to DJ Turner throughout the game.
Yeah, I think they were doing a good job of stopping the run, and Coach Whip dialed him up down the field a little bit. DJ had a great game, and our guys were getting open. I just had to put it on him.
You were kneeling by yourself on that final drive by NC State. Could you just talk about what was going through your mind as they were headed down the field?
Really just watching, trying to support the defense, and just get a better view from the back angle. But defense played hard all game, so you got to tip your cap. Those guys had a good 2-minute drill.
Kenny, what changed when Jordan Addison went out? I know you rely on him as a possession guy a lot. What changed? You were still able to be pretty effective throwing it, but what was different?
It's really the next man up, mentality. DJ had to move in. Shockey stayed more at the outside. But Trey Tipton did a really good job coming inside as well. So really just the next man up mentality, and I hope Jordan heals up quick and we'll get him back.
I mean, did you feel that the game was kind of on your shoulders there? You stuck it in twice for touchdowns when the running backs couldn't get it in. You feel like you had to do it today? You were carrying your team today?
I just leave everything out there every game, so it doesn't the situation, the style of game doesn't really make a difference to me. So I just give everything I have every game.
Kenny, there was a time there in the first half where you punted on 3 straight possessions, and they weren't long drives either. What do you feel like was not right with your offense then that maybe you were able to fix as the game went on?
I think we were trying to get the running game going during those times, and we were waiting to pop a run, but let the linemen set their paths, but it just wasn't going our way that way. Second half, we just came out and we're slinging it, so we just had to adjust to what they were doing.
Any final questions for Kenny?
Yeah, Kenny, go ahead, man.
Kenny, what's the biggest takeaway you guys have from a game like today?
It's really tough to figure out right now. It's something that we're gonna have to go watch. But it's just it's a game of emotions, game of adversity, and when you're on the 1 yard line, we got to punch it in early. That's the biggest play that's sticking out in my head right now is that we're ahead multiple scores if we can do that. Just finishing drives is what we've been struggling with, and we were better today, but not where we need to be.
Kenny, Jimmy said that he didn't want to let this loss kind of go to waste, essentially for you guys to learn from it. What were the conversations though, kind of like within you guys, kind of leaving the field in the locker room, trying to, I guess, look ahead already? How long will you guys give yourself to kind of, sit on this?
It's really the same as a win. It's the 24-hour rule. Doesn't make a difference if you win or lose. You have 24 hours to, look at the game, fix what you need to fix, and then you got to flush it and you move on to the next week. So BC's on the clock. So, really I'm just focused on, learning tomorrow, figuring out what we did wrong, and then moving forward. It's just how it goes. I'm 4 years in now, so I kind of a good idea how this thing works. And, you're successful. You can put things behind you, but take away things that, you can learn and then move on. So it is what it is right now. BC's on the clock, and that's got to be our focus.
Ending on that.
Describe how you felt coming out of the game and how you're able to come back in so quickly.
Say that again?
Can you describe how you felt when you came out of the game? When you got hit in the head, I guess.
Oh, yeah. How
you came back so quickly.
I just had a really tough time breathing. I couldn't catch my breath. So it was just like one of those things where I just needed time to breathe. And then once I caught my breath, I was fine. It was a kid had a good hit on me, but it is, it's football. It is what it is.
Kenny, on the first big pass play, is that called to Addison, or did you just see him being open and throwing the ball?
I wouldn't necessarily say it was called. They just didn't have anybody over top. He just has an inside fade, so he just took it, and I saw pre-snap that we have a pretty good shot at a walk-in touchdown, so it was a good start to the game.
That tempo spread isn't something you'd done a ton of before this game. Did you feel like you were effective when you went to that?
To the tempo?
Yeah.
Yeah. People say we haven't do it. We do it a decent amount, I think. We go tempo, we mix it up, we go huddle. But they had a tough time getting set up, so that absolutely helped us.
You talked about being here for 4 years. I know this loss is fresh in your mind, but where does this kind of rank in one of the more disappointing outcomes?
Every loss is disappointing. That's a pretty easy question to answer.